I decided to take on something different, something that would challenge not my wallet, but my mindset. I tried the Stealth Wealth Challenge to find out if living quietly below the radar could really change how life feels. The rules were simple. Stop spending to impress, keep my finances private, and focus on quiet, steady financial growth instead of chasing validation from others. At first, it felt strange, almost uncomfortable, to hold back on things I used to buy without a second thought. No impulsive shopping sprees, no flashy upgrades, no more conversations about money, success, or who was doing better. But then, something unexpected started to happen. My thoughts began to shift. The noise of comparison started to fade, and for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel pressured to prove anything to anyone. I started feeling something deeper. Control. Not over others, but over myself, my habits, my future. And it hit me. Real wealth isn't measured by how much money you make. It's measured by how much freedom you have. Let me share what I learned while living the stealth wealth life. People judge wealth by appearance, not reality. The first shock came almost instantly. The moment I stopped dressing to impress, everything changed. Without the expensive logos, without the designer accessories, without the polished status image, I disappeared into the crowd. And that's when I noticed something powerful. People treated me differently. Some looked right past me. Others treated me exactly the same. But one thing became clear. Those who chase appearances see only symbols. Those who value substance see you. Yet here's what really opened my eyes. When people thought I was average, they became more open, more honest, more real. It's strange. Looking rich makes people act differently around you. Some compete, some expect favors, and some, they see you as an opportunity. This experiment taught me that almost every social interaction is shaped by perception. The way you present yourself determines how people decide to treat you. That's why truly wealthy people, the quiet kind, understand something most don't. They don't need to prove their worth, because their security doesn't come from attention. It comes from peace. And another realization hit hard. Many people associate wealth with debt. You drive a luxury car, wear designer clothes, always have the newest gadget. They assume you're rich. But in truth, many of those same people are drowning in payments. Stealth wealth flips the script. You keep people guessing. You control the story. No one knows how much you really have, and that's your power. And when I stopped talking about money altogether, conversations transformed. They became deeper, more real. People talked about dreams, growth, experiences, not brands or paychecks. It made me wonder, how many friendships are built on lifestyle instead of genuine connection? 2. Spending habits. Become intentional once. I stepped into this mindset. I started seeing every purchase differently. Every dollar had a question attached to it. Do I really need this? Or am I buying it just because I can? Before, my spending was automatic. A quick coffee here, a small upgrade there. Tiny decisions that quietly drained my money. But when I began practicing stealth wealth, something shifted. I didn't feel restricted. I felt in control. The more I resisted the urge to buy things that didn't matter, the more I realized how much I'd been wasting. It wasn't about deprivation. It was about freedom. The freedom to choose where my money actually went. And then something beautiful happened. I started valuing experiences over possessions. Instead of chasing momentary highs, I focused on what truly mattered: my health, my skills, my financial growth. I began tracking even the smallest expenses. That's when I realized it's not the big purchases that destroy wealth. It's the small daily ones that slip through unnoticed. And I wondered, how many people are quietly losing money every day simply because they think it's normal? Advertising doesn't help either. It's designed to make us feel like we're missing something, like happiness is one click away. But once I became aware of it, I started seeing through the illusion. The influencers, the limited time sales, the subtle manipulations that push us to spend. And with that awareness came power, control, clarity. Financial freedom feels different than you expect. All think financial freedom means having the power to buy anything, but I learned something different. True freedom isn't about buying more. It's about not needing to buy at all. Instead of constantly upgrading, I started focusing on long-term stability. I saved more. I invested more. And for the first time, I saw money as something sacred, something to protect, not flaunt. That's when I realized something profound. Financial independence isn't about earning more. It's about needing less. And as that mindset took root, something inside me changed. I wasn't just trying stealth wealth anymore. I was living it. My thoughts grew quieter. My mind felt lighter. When you stop obsessing over purchases, you stop letting money control your emotions. It becomes a tool, not a burden. And surprisingly, I no longer felt like I was giving anything up. In fact, I felt richer, not in possessions, but in peace. The less I focused on material things, the more I valued time, energy, and clarity. The best things in life cost less than you think. One of the biggest surprises? The joy I found in simplicity. I started spending more time with family, reading, enjoying quiet mornings without noise or distraction. I realized something profound. Most of our spending isn't about need. It's about boredom. We buy things because everyone else is buying, because we think that's what happiness looks like. But when you stop chasing the illusion, you begin to see. You see that happiness isn't found in a shopping bag. It's found in moments, the kind that don't cost anything at all, and what I feared would feel like sacrifice ended up feeling like freedom. This challenge taught me to separate what adds real value from what just drains energy. Health, education, memorable experiences, these are worth investing in. Everything else? Noise. And once I slowed down, I noticed something powerful. When you stop buying constantly, you stop running constantly. Peace replaces pressure. You realize that true financial peace doesn't come from earning more. It comes from wanting less. Privacy is a financial superpower. This one hit the hardest. Keeping my financial life private became my biggest advantage. I stopped sharing what I earned. Stopped talking about investments. Stopped trying to match anyone's lifestyle. The more private I became, the freer I felt. Without the pressure to maintain an image, I made choices that truly served me, and I began to understand why the quiet, wealthy guard their privacy so fiercely. Because privacy is protection. There's a reason some of the richest people on earth don't flaunt it. The more people know about your wealth, the more they want from it. Wealth attracts attention, and attention attracts problems. The truth is simple. The less they know, the safer you are. Being underestimated. Is an advantage another unexpected gift of stealth wealth? The power of being underestimated. When people think you're ordinary, they drop their guard. They reveal more. They don't see you as competition. They don't target you. And that's when you move quietly, strategically, while others chase validation. Being underestimated doesn't make you weak. It makes you invisible. And invisibility is power. It allows you to grow in peace while others perform for attention. It's not a disadvantage, it's a secret weapon. The power of delayed gratification. Before, I couldn't stand waiting. Every time something new came out, I wanted it now. But through this challenge, I learned the beauty of patience. I discovered the strength in waiting. Every time I said no to something I didn't need, I said yes to something greater, future freedom. I stopped chasing short-term pleasure and started building long-term security. I began to see money not as a toy, but as a tool. And the more I delayed gratification, the more my confidence grew. That's when I realized saying no today isn't a sacrifice. It's preparation. It's power. Because when the right opportunity comes, you'll be ready. Trying the Stealth Wealth Challenge changed the way I see money, success, and freedom. It taught me that financial security isn't about earning more just to spend more. It's about earning more to need less. Would I recommend it? Absolutely, because this challenge forces you to think. It teaches you to breathe, to slow down, and to live with intention. It strips away the noise, and what's left is something real. Stealth. Wealth isn't about hiding who you are. It's about choosing where to put your energy. It's about building real wealth quietly, while others perform loudly. And in that silence, you find something you can't buy. Peace. If this story made you think, if it opened your eyes even a little, leave a comment below. Tell me what real wealth means to you. And don't forget to subscribe, because together we're learning how to build not just riches, but freedom.